Hi, everybody. I don't know about you. Super glad that Mercury in retrograde, the retrograde was over. And yet, there's still drama. So, I just want to say, hang in there. Actually, there's a lot more that I want to say. One of the things that retrograde does is it helps us to take stock of what's going on with us, and it gives us this opportunity to really take a look at who we are, what we're doing, what's in our lives, what shouldn't be in our lives, what should be but isn't, and who is and who isn't. And it's kind of like taking year-end inventory. And it's really a great opportunity to be able to say, this is what's working in my relationships, this is what's working in my health, my fitness, my money, and I think a lot of times that we just get into retrograde and we just get like, get through it, just get through it, and we don't take the time to go through and really examine the things in our lives. So what happens then is we get out of retrograde, but the universe is still going, hello, there's still stuff you were supposed to be dealing with and you haven't. So we get out of retrograde and we get into the parts that are just hitting you upside the head. Did you look at your financial situation and figure out where the hiccups are and the places that you can make better decisions? Did you look at your relationships and the people who are in your life, the people who are in your inner circle in your life, to be able to say, these people are bringing light into my life, or these people are sucking the light right out of it. So where is it that you have people that the universe has maybe been trying to pull away from you, and we're holding on to those people going, but no, I love this person, I know this person my entire life, or this person, I owe them a debt, or whatever, and we hold on to those relationships even when those relationships no longer serve our highest and best good, out of some sort of obligation or some sort of just because it's familiar. A lot of times we hold on to people who are not healthy in our lives because it's comfortable, and to use the retrograde to look at those things. And one of the things that I want to really encourage is, and this is a double-edged sword. There's a quote that says, and I know I'm not going to get this right, but there's a quote that says, when people show you who they truly are, believe them. And I buy that. Excuse me, I buy that. I really do. I think you can look around and look at people's actions and their words and really judge by their actions who they really are, how they care about you, where they fit into your life, how they want you to fit into their life. Those kind of things are judged by their actions. So when people show you who they really are, believe them. But at the same time, I think it's super important that we allow for the capacity of change. And I think that's a place where a lot of us get stuck, where we look at it and we're like, oh, I know you, and I'm not falling for that again, fool me once and all of that. And, this is not to be political, but I looked at, one of the quotes that, the president, addressing the gun violence, and I don't even get me started on that because my heart just breaks for that pain. But he said, as a nation, we need to, condemn violence and condemn racism and condemn all these things. And my comment really was, I truly hope he can set the example. Let's have him set the example. And as I wrote this, on my personal Facebook page, and I'm like, I know there was sarcasm in it. Wouldn't it be nice that he would set the example? But at the same time, really in my heart, I was thinking, this is your chance, man. Show us who you are and that you have the capacity to change. Now, I don't know if he does or he doesn't, but my point is that people do have the capacity to change. They have to be willing. And so I guess I know that he has the capacity. It's just a question of, is he willing? And so when people are willing to change, because again, I'm not trying to be political, but when people are willing to change, there's that part of us that says, but so much of what's coming up right now is about relationships shifting. And especially with the moon in Leo, where it is all about visibility and standing in your authentic self and really being true to who you really feel you are. And sometimes we have to take some time to get acquainted with who we truly feel we are, so that we're not being who we think we should be, but we're being who we really are. And so if that's an issue for you, that you feel like you're hiding your life and you're hiding your light, being who you think people expect you to be, I really encourage you to take some time with some mirror work and some journaling to really get to know your true self. And mirror work is where you can grab a hand mirror or stand in front of the mirror and just really look yourself in the eye and just flood yourself with love, because you are so worthy and so valuable and so worth love. Just really flood yourself with love. But at the same time, to really allow yourself to feel, because I think sometimes we just don't let ourselves feel. Like, I can't feel into the horror and the sadness and the pain of Dayton and El Paso. I would be under the bed. It's so broken. And I remember this from being in Orlando, where I live, from Pulse, because we had friends that we were trying to account for. And my girlfriend, whose birthday it was, and I knew she was going there, and then she decided not to go there, and just the heartbreak of it. And Parkland in Stoneman Douglas High School is where I, went to high school. That's not the school I went to, because that school didn't exist, but that's in that area. Isn't that didn't exist. It was a swamp when I was in high school. But that all the kids I went to high school with and in synagogue with growing up, they all grew up and moved to Parkland. And so I didn't know the kids, but I knew the parents. And so much of that is just gut-wrenching. And if we allow ourselves to truly feel those things, we'd all be under the bed. And that makes it difficult to function and hard to, be at work and things like that when you're under the bed. And so I think we get so afraid to feel our true feelings about things, and to create a space where it's safe for us, maybe to take an hour and go sit outside and be with the trees and cry and share, or sit on the floor in your room and hug a pillow or hug a dog and just allow yourself to really feel. So if you feel that you are hiding your true self under the mask of what you think other people expect you to be, doing the mirror work is transformative, because you will really get to know your own true self. Using the journal to write the things that you find and that you see and you hear in your inner thoughts will really help you focus on who you truly are and who you truly want to be. And I think that that's really very important, to get to know our true selves and to stop being afraid to share our true nature and our true selves with the world, whether that is fearing that you're going to come off too aggressive, or you're going to come off too weak, and so you have to be strong if you're, so you don't come off too weak. And don't for 1 minute mistake kindness and compassion for weakness, because that is absolutely not the case. They are very different things, and I truly believe that kindness and compassion takes so much strength and courage. So it is a very, very different thing. They agree. And it is ego that convinces us that those things are weakness, and they are not. So I want to really encourage you to take some time to grab a mirror and do some mirror work. Give yourself some love. You totally deserve it. And journal the things, because this flux of relationships and this flux of people, of people shifting in and out of our lives, and this flux of relationships shifting is very loud right now in the cosmic energy. It's very loud, and I'm talking to a lot of people who are feeling like these things are shifting. And so if the universe is pulling people out of your life, let it. There's a reason. If the universe is thrusting people into your life, let it. There's a reason. And if the universe is trying to show you your true strength, let it. The universe will always, always have your back. And even when the universe throws stuff on your head that's like, what the fuck, it will always be to your highest and best good if you will let it. And so I think one of the things about retrograde is that even though it's over, the drama may not be if you have not yet allowed yourself to take the inventory and to process the things. And so I encourage you to find some time to really get in touch with yourself, because that goes so far in raising our vibration and creating the opportunity for us to repel the people that don't serve us and draw near the people that do, and the people who vibrate in harmony with us. And so when you have those folks that are not vibrating in harmony with you, they will be pushed away. And it's really amazing how that can just happen. Like all of a sudden that person's moving away. Like, oh, how random. Except it's not really random, it's the universe. So in that, the first card that we had for today, the anchor card, I love when I pulled this because it's prosperity. And you see she's holding her big pot of gold, which is awesome. But at the same time, it isn't just financial prosperity. It's the prosperity of the heart. It's the prosperity of the soul. It's the prosperity of really allowing the universe to be a blessing and to receive all of that gifts that the universe is trying to plop on your head. But when we're like this for retrograde, or we're resisting all the things, then the universe can't plop that stuff on your head. And so I love this, and this is Archangel Ariel's card, and I just really love this because it says your material needs are provided for. And you know, and it says, as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. So your material needs are provided for. And so again, it's not just financial, but your material needs are provided for as you follow your intuition, which means you have to get in touch with your higher self in order to hear and connect with your intuition, which means you need to get to know your true self. So we go back to the mirror and we go back to the journal. Okay, the other next card came in, and I love this because literally we were just talking about this, that sensitivity is not weakness. Sensitivity takes courage to feel, to welcome feelings, and that sometimes we are so overwhelmed by our feelings, we lock them away. And I know as an empath that I have to be very careful about that, that if I allow myself, I will be bowled over like a tidal wave of the emotions of the people that I feel around me. And so I have learned and worked hard to be able to manage that and control that, like the faucet going on and off of, okay, I want to feel this, I don't want to feel this, this is mine, it isn't mine, and really learning how to handle all of that, because it can be incredibly overwhelming. And so what I want you to understand is that showing sensitivity, compassion, caring, kindness, these things are not weakness, they are massive strengths. And so this is Archangel Haniel. It says, yes, you're extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. And I think that is so incredibly important, because when you are knowing your true self, following your intuition, and allowing for the blessings of the universe to come to you, it is because you are honoring your sensitivity and your connection to your higher self and your connection to others. And that just creates this beautiful circle of love where you are more connected with your own higher self and allowing yourself to connect more with others, and being able to feel those energies and to be able to trust in the universe as it brings people to you and pushes people away. And so here came the third card, is nurture. And nurture was upside down in guidance, the guidance position. So that's trying to tell us it isn't about exactly what it says on the card. It's not the opposite either. So people think it's the opposite. And I think you have to really look at which deck you're using and what did the author and the creator intend. But for me, this is Archangel Gabriel, who we love, the messenger, right? Gabriel the messenger. As you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. And so I love this, that it's upside down, because it isn't becoming about it isn't about you nurturing out to someone else, but it is about you receiving nurturing coming in. And that becomes incredibly important, that we have to allow others to love on us. We have to allow others to, we have to be willing to receive their caring. And that, again, is a strength. It takes strength, because so many times we get people who are like, oh, you look so nice today, or oh, you did such a good job. And we go, oh, it was nothing. And we don't accept the compliment, or we don't accept that love, that positive energy. We don't accept that vibration to come in to ours and to lift ours and to bless ours. And so having that in nurture, that it isn't about you nurturing something else or someone else. It's about you allowing. Hey, sorry, my son is going in and out of the house. It's a busy day here today because he's leaving tomorrow for school. So, but it is about you allowing others to nurture you. And I have to laugh at this one, because we were asking last night in our sister circle, are you okay? And I was like, no, I am absolutely not okay. With 2 shootings in 24 hours and my son leaving for college for the first time tomorrow morning, not okay. But I'm feeling the things I'm feeling. I'm doing a lot of self-care and self-love, and I'm letting other people nurture on me, because right now I need a little bit of support. And so what I want you to know is that, again, is not weakness. It's discernment. It is self-care, which is self-love, and it is strength. And so when we allow the universe to welcome in prosperity in all things, it is not just money. It is in all things. When you trust the universe and you allow prosperity to come into your life, it comes in all forms. And to keep in mind that these things are not a weakness, and and that we must allow others to nurture to us, even as we would nurture to them. Now, last week I know that I forgot totally to read our postcard from the postcard from the universe. So I got the postcard. I think these things are so cute. Our postcard from the universe. So it says, dearest you, we are gathering our magic together to help you celebrate your new beginning. You're stepping into a new version of your life. I swear you cannot make this stuff up. So you're stepping into a new version of your life, getting to tell a new story as you create it. Doesn't it feel like spring when the urge to expand wells up inside of you from a primal place? That form of what you are growing has yet to take shape, and it is exciting to experience this new and fresh beginning. Being your true authentic self, expanding your energy, feeling love, getting to know your real true self. It's normal to feel both push and push back when entering any kind of new relationship. It's okay to admit you don't really know what to expect. What you can know in it is it's time to dive in and allow this new version of life to take shape through you on behalf of your partner in life, spirit. You have made it to a new level of awakening and contributing, and we're so excited to see where this will take you next. We're so proud of you. Prosperity, sensitivity, and nurturing. Have a spectacular week. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes with me today. I hope you have a wonderful week. I launched a Facebook ad for 10% off readings, so if that's something that you are interested in, please shoot me a message. I would be so honored to schedule with you. Have a great week.